Good evening, everybody. Welcome to another reading of the Bible. We are in chapter 20 of 1 Samuel. So here we go. David fled from Naioth and Ramah and came and said, hold on, let me turn the page here. Said to Jonathan, Saul's son, said to Jonathan, saying to Jonathan, what have I done? What is mine iniquity, and what is my sin before thy father, that he seeketh my life? And Jonathan said to him, God forbid, thou shalt not die. Behold, my father will do nothing either great or small, but that he will show it me. And why should my father hide this thing from me? It is not so. David sware moreover, and saying, Thy father certainly knoweth that I have found grace in thine eyes. And he saith, Let not Jonathan know this, lest he be grieved. But truly, as the Lord liveth, but truly, as the Lord liveth, where was that? There is but a step between me and death. Then said Jonathan unto David, Whatsoever thy soul desireth, I will even do it for thee. David said unto Jonathan, Behold, tomorrow is the new moon, and I shall not fail to sit with the king at meat. But let me go, that I may hide myself in the field unto the third day at evening. If thy father at all miss me, then say, David earnestly asked leave of me, that he might run to Bethlehem, his city, for there is a yearly sacrifice there for all the family. If he say thus, it is well. Thy servant shall have peace, but if he be very wroth, then be sure that evil is determined by him. Therefore thou shalt deal kindly with thy servant, for thou hast brought thy servant into a covenant of the Lord with thee. Notwithstanding, if there be in me iniquity, slay me thyself, for why shouldn't thou bring me to thy father? Jonathan said, Far be it from thee, for if I knew certainly that evil was determined by my father to come unto thee, then would not I tell it unto thee. Then said David to Jonathan, Who shall tell me? And what if thy father answer thee roughly? Jonathan said unto David, Come, and let us go out into the field. And they went out, both of them, into the field. Jonathan said unto David, O Lord God of Israel, when I have sounded my father about tomorrow, any time, or the third day, and behold, if there be good toward David, and I then send not unto thee, and show it thee, the Lord do so, and much more to Jonathan. But if it please my father to do thee evil, then I will show it thee, and send thee away, that thou mayest go in peace. And the Lord be with thee, as he hath been with thy father, with my father. Thou shalt not only while yet I live show me the kindness of the Lord, that I die not, but also thou shalt not cut off thy kindness from thy house forever. No, not when the Lord hath cut off the enemies of David, every one from the face of the earth. So Jonathan made a covenant with the house of David, saying, Let the Lord even require it at the hand of David's enemies. Jonathan caused David to swear again, because he loved him, for he loved him as if he loved his own soul. Then Jonathan said to David, Tomorrow is the new moon, and thou shalt be missed, because thy seat will be empty. When thou hast stayed 3 days, then thou shalt go down quickly, come to the place where thou didst hide thyself, when the business was in hand. and shalt remain by the stone Ezel. I would shoot 3 arrows on the side thereof, as though I shot at a mark. And behold, I will send a lad, saying, Go, find out the arrows. If I expressly say unto the lad, Behold, the arrows are on this side of thee, take them. Then come thou, for there is peace to thee, and no hurt, as the Lord liveth. But if I say thus unto the young man, Behold, the arrows are beyond thee, go thy way, for the Lord hath sent thee away. As touching the matter which thou and I have spoken of, behold, the Lord be between me and thee forever. So David hid himself in the field, and when the new moon was come, the king sat him down to eat meat. The king sat upon a seat, as at other times, even upon the seat, a seat by the wall, and Jonathan arose, and Abner sat by Saul's side, and David's place was empty. Nevertheless, Saul spake not anything that day, for he thought something had befallen him. He is not clean, surely he is not clean. It came to pass on the morrow, which was the 2nd day of the month, that David's place was empty. And Saul said unto Jonathan his son, Wherefore cometh not the son of Jesse to meat, neither yesterday nor today? Jonathan answered Saul, David earnestly asked leave of me to go to Bethlehem. He said, Let me go, I pray thee, for our family hath a sacrifice in the city, and my brother, he hath commanded me to be there. And now if I have found favor in thine eyes, let me get away, I pray thee, and see my brethren. Therefore he cometh not unto the king's table. Then Saul's anger was kindled against Jonathan, and he said unto him, Thou son of the perverse rebellious woman, do not I know that thou hast chosen the son of Jesse to thine own confusion, and unto the confusion of thy mother's nakedness? For as long as the son of Jesse liveth upon the ground, thou shalt not be established, nor thy kingdom. Wherefore now send and fetch him unto me, for he shall surely die. Jonathan answered Saul his father, saying unto him, Wherefore shall he be slain? What hath he done? Saul cast a javelin at him, that's Jonathan, to smite him, whereby Jonathan knew it was determined of his father to slay David. So Jonathan arose from the table in fierce anger, and did eat no meat the 2nd day of the month, for he was grieved for David, because his father had done him shame. It came to pass in the morning that Jonathan went out unto the field at the time appointed with David, and the little lad with him. He said unto his lad, Run, find out now the arrows which I shoot. And as the lad ran, he shot an arrow beyond him. And when the lad was come to the place of the arrow which Jonathan had shot, Jonathan cried out after the lad, and saying, Is not the arrow beyond thee? Turn the page. Jonathan cried out after the lad, Make speed, haste, stay not. And Jonathan's lad gathered up the arrows and came to his master. But the lad knew not anything, only Jonathan and David knew the matter. Jonathan gave his artillery unto his lad, and said unto him, Go, carry them to the city. As soon as the lad was gone, David arose out of a place toward the south, and fell on his face to the ground, bowing himself 3 times, and to kiss one another, and wept to one with another, until David exceeded. Jonathan said to David, Go in peace, for as much as we have sworn both of us in the name of the Lord, saying, The Lord be between me and thee, and between my seed and thy seed forever. And he arose and departed, and Jonathan went into the city. Chapter 21. Then David came to Nob, to Ahimelech, the priest, and Ahimelech was afraid at the meeting of David, and saying unto him, Why art thou alone, and no man with thee? David said unto Ahimelech the priest, The king hath commanded me a business, and hath said unto me, Let no man know anything of the business whereabout I send thee, and what I have commanded thee, and I have appointed my servants to such and such a place, Now therefore, what is under thine hand? Give me 5 loaves of bread in mine hand, or what there is present. The priest answered David, saying, There is no common bread under mine hand, but there is a hollow bread, if the young men have kept themselves at least from women. David answered the priest, saying unto him, God, kid of the horn. Oh, that is stupid. Shoot, where was I? Verse 5. David answered the priest, saying unto him, Of a truth, women have been kept from us about these 3 days since I came out, and the vessels of the young men were holy, and the bread is in a manner common, yea, though it were sanctified this day in the vessel. So the priest gave him hollow bread, and there was no bread there but the showbread that was taken from before the Lord to put hot bread in the day when it was taken away. Now a certain man of the servants of Saul was there that day, detained before the Lord, and his name was Doeg the Edomite, the chiefest of the herdsmen who belonged to Saul. Come on. David said unto Ahimelech, Is there not here under thine hand a spear or sword? For I have neither brought my sword nor my weapons with me, because the king's business required haste. The priest said, The sword of Goliath the Philistine, whom thou slewest in the valley of Elah, behold, it is here, wrapped in the cloth behind the ephod. If thou wilt take that, take it, for there is no other save that here. David said, There is none like that. Give it to me. David arose and fled that day for fear of Saul, and went to Achish, the king of Gath. The servants of Achish said unto him, Is not this David the king of the land? Did they not sing one of another of him in dances, saying, Saul has slain his thousands, and David his 10,000s? David laid up these words in his heart, and was sore afraid of Achish, the king of Gath. He changed his behavior before them, and feigned himself mad in their hands, and scrabbled on the doors of the gate, and let his spittle fall down upon his beard. Then said Achish unto his servants, Lo, ye see this man is mad, wherefore then have ye brought him unto me? Have I need of madmen, that ye have brought this fellow to play the madman in my presence? Shall this fellow come into my house? So that's chapter 20 and 21 of 1 Samuel. Hope you enjoyed it.